My desk used to be over there.
It'd have to be something like TNT or Semtex to do a job that big. I mean, you just can't walk into any shop and buy that stuff.
But you know what? She deserved it. She got exactly what she deserved, lying bitch.
I told you to sit down. Sit down.
Hey. Right, this is them, all of them?
It's a lot.
Look, I keep telling you, they were at home.
Right, and your home's about 1 kilometre away from where we found her car.
Just tell your little boys.
To stay home.
I want the Baxters. They destroyed my station, killed my people, murdered my wife, and they will pay for it.
Boss, we've been trying to get you on the radio.
I told you I went out to the Baxters.
Where'd you find him?
Only the young one, Troy. You'd better get somebody out there. He's met with an unfortunate accident.
Did you check his pulse when he got here?
Didn't seem much point.
So, Troy jacks up his car, ground's a little unstable, gives way and crashes him.
Troy! What the hell happened?
There's an accident with the Jag.
Accident in my house!
You've had it in for us since day one, you bastards!
He did it! You listen to me, coppers! That fat bastard killed my son!
I think I'll get back.
Well, I'll report it as an accident then.
He did it! You know that, don't you?
What's all this supposed to be?
It's a utility station.
Yeah, until everyone wants to use the equipment at the same time, then it's a traffic jam.
So what's the story with Barry Baxter accusing the boss?
Jonesy, can you give us a hand to move this, please?
What? Why?
Can you just do it? Excuse me.
Who's on traffic patrol today?
No one, actually.
All right, Jones, on your way. You too, Rayner. And if you see a pale blue station wagon being driven by a hatchet-faced blonde, throw the book at her.
Oh, what sort of station?
Just do it.
The biggest investigation since Russell Street, and what are we doing? Chasing some blonde in a station wagon.
It's our job.
You do what Mark says, Ben bites your head off. You do what Ben says, the boss bites your head off.
Yeah, well, at least Mark seems like a reasonable guy.
Yeah, that's what we should think about the boss.
Right, where are we exactly?
It's all under control.
It's all there, mate, and glorious technique.
The bombing investigation?
Boss, a man was killed yesterday.
My wife was killed yesterday.
Duncan. Old son, how are you?
2 innocent people were blown to smithereens, and you're worried about some moronic meathead who dropped a car on himself.
Waiting for a list from regional information.
What list?
Books with a history of explosives, convicted or not.
Proving absolutely nothing.
You got any better ideas?
Yes, pull your finger out.
Right now, Millich is our best bet.
Millich wasn't the only one who made threats against us.
He had the technical know-how and he had a motive.
For the bombing, maybe, but that's not the only crime we're investigating.
He was angry with Joe, and he was angry with Grace as well.
Assuming the bomber and whoever attacked Grace are the same person.
So now we're assuming they're not.
It's just a possibility. We're not sure of anything yet.
Millich is still our best bet.
How long before we get this list?
Ben's chasing it now.
Piece of crap. What is the point of getting a new bloody computer if the thing's not going to work?
Well, maybe the software wasn't installed properly.
Yeah, I set it up myself. It's fine.
Right, well, it could be a virus.
Thing's brand new.
Here's you've had the mouse plugged in. Hi, Kelly O'Rourke. Your new probationary constable.
Did you know about this?
No, I didn't. Well, welcome aboard, Kelly. I'm Mark Jacobs, and
Sarge.
this is Ben Stewart.
Sergeant number 2.
Ben and Mark will do fine.
Oh, nice to meet you both.
Could you leave that for 10 minutes, please?
Uncle Tom.
Uncle Tom?
Kelly.
Oh my God, what happened to you?
You haven't heard?
Well, yeah, about the bomb and everything. I just didn't realise. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
I was stoked when I found out I was coming here.
You've been posted about Thomas.
Yeah, I rang Mum and she said she'd ring you, and Gran said to tell you if I wasn't promoted before Christmas, well, she was going to send around the boys to rough you up a bit. Sorry, Uncle Tom. You know me, motor mouth.
You, been introduced to everybody?
Just Ben and Mark.
You mean Sergeant Jacobs and Sergeant Stewart?
Yeah, cool.
Yes, boss. That's the sort of response I expect to hear from you in future, Constable.
Fine, screw you then.
O'Rourke. Out of respect to your dead father, I'll pretend you didn't say that. But if you ever use language like that to me again, you'll be busted out of here so fast your feet won't touch the ground, understood?
Yes, boss.
Do you two know each other?
Yeah, well, obviously not as well as I thought. He's supposed to be a friend of the family's.
Mess room, just through there on the left. You might want to hang your jacket up as well, eh?
Thanks.
Who are you supposed to be?
Well, who wants to know?
The hard-working bloke in a suit.
Any news from crime scene about the bombing investigation?
Well, not since the last time you asked, no.
I want a full briefing in 10 minutes.
Page. Autopsy report on Grace. Broken ribs, jaw, kneecap. Hell. She was raped.
The sexual assault of my wife is to be kept away from the press. No details to be released. Make that very clear to the others.
Yes, boss,
I'm
of
holding
course.
you personally responsible. Is that all?
I don't imagine, but if there is anything that I can do...
Close the door on your way out.
No, it's not a blue station wagon. It's definitely speeding.
1:30. Let's go. Stay in the car, please, sir.
Mate, it's all right.
I said stay in the car.
Mate, is there any justifiable reason why you're speeding?
Look, I'm sorry, guys. I'm just driving to work. It's my first day.
Yeah, well, I hope you don't need your driver's license for the kind of work you do. Hand it over, please.
Oh, I think I might have left it at home, actually. Sorry.
Right, well, you got 7 days to produce it at a police station. Which station would you like to produce it at?
Oh, let's say Mount Thomas, considering that's where I'm going to be working. It's Joss Peroni. How are you? I'm your new probationary constable.
Well, didn't they teach you at the academy that coppers have to abide by the law too?
I know. It's my new toy.
You were doing 130 clicks. Tell me why I shouldn't book you.
Look, I know things have been pretty hairy for you guys lately, all right? But I don't want to get chucked out just because you and I got off to a bad start, eh?
Look, we can't sacrifice him to the boss on his first day, Jonesy.
Yeah, come on, Jonesy. Give us a break.
Who's this? Probationary constable idiot.
Joss is fine.
Oh, it's Mark Jacobs. Right, why don't you go through and introduce yourself? I'll be through in a minute. Another one. Well.
What do you mean, another one?
Been dropping out of the trees all morning.
They don't have to be perfect. Can you just get them sorted so we can get this thing moved?
Hi, I'm the new constable. Pleased to meet you.
What? We didn't request a new...
I know that face. I just can't put a name to it.
Peroni.
Well, you two know each other, do you?
Unfortunately, we're at the academy together.
Boss, this is another recruit, Joss.
Must be the big man.
I thought I specifically said the contents of that autopsy report would be kept confidential.
And they were.
Then can you explain to me how come Chris Riley just heard all about it on the radio? Dead wife of senior sergeant believed raped and bashed.
That must be a leak at forensic.
Then plug it. If you want to keep your jobs, keep your mouths shut, the lot of you. For Christ's sake, move these bloody cables. There's nothing in any of that.
This bloke's a possibility.
Oh, he was arrested for selling fireworks outside of school.
Well, he's a pretty disturbed character. I mean, he thought he was Guy Fawkes.
He's had a stroke since then. He couldn't blow up a balloon.
Well, it's back to Millich then.
Cal Millich is no rapist.
He's got a history of violence against women, a background in explosives, and a link to the family wife's body was found.
Plus, he was angry with Joe and Grace. I mean, he's capable of it.
You're going round in circles.
Well, it's still worth a chat, isn't it?
Man, how many ways do you want me to say it? I didn't bomb your station.
Listen, mate, we're not here about that. We're here about something else.
We just found out that whoever attacked Grace Curtis also raped her.
I didn't touch her.
We know you didn't like Reverend Curtis. We know you blamed her. You blamed her like you blamed your wife and Joe Parrish in a custody case. We're not
I don't want to talk about Dimity.
You blame women for a lot of things, don't you, Cal?
I haven't hurt anyone.
You biffed your wife, though.
My ex-wife's a liar, mate. I never laid a finger on her.
Reverend Curtis wasn't lying, though, mate. You beat her so hard you broke a jaw and you broke her rib.
I didn't do it, and you can't prove anything.
Well, just give us your DNA. I mean, if you're clear, you're home and hosed.
What, you think I came down in the last shower? I know how it works. You just use it to frame me.
Oh, listen, you goose. DNA doesn't work like that.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't put anything past you pigs. You want my DNA, you get a court order.
Hey, Calvin. Don't worry, mate. We will.
Sign up for this job to become someone's lunch lady.
Well, they probably thought it'd be good for you to put something in your mouth other than your foot.
Hey, where you going?
The pub's only 2 blocks away, you lazy git.
What? Where you walking, will you?
Watch where I'm walking.
I'm legally blind, you know.
I'm sorry,
You
sir.
find this funny, do you, young man? Is this the way the police treat the elderly now, is it?
Of course not.
When they come to you for assistance.
What can we do for you, sir?
You can help me find the door to this place for a start.
All right, this way.
And you can direct me to your superior. I've already been in here. There's no one on the counter.
All right, see that? That's the buzzer. All you do is you press that, right?
Just like the blasted bank. It's all bells and flashing lights. And you still can't get decent service.
Hang on, maybe it's not working yet.
If you want to play with buzzers, can we go on a quiz, Constable Peroni?
Yes, sir, can I help you?
You in charge here?
I'm the sergeant.
My name's Albert Jenks. I'm here to report a robbery.
It's all right, I can do it.
But my handwriting's better.
Could someone just take notes, please?
Now, Mr. Jenks, could you give us some idea of when this robbery occurred exactly?
Could have been Thursday. I was out of the house for a good couple of hours then to see the doctor. Or Friday.
Do you want to deal with that?
Quite a few errands to run in the morning.
They work here now too, apparently.
Sunday. I was at church until just before lunchtime. I keep myself very busy.
How much was taken exactly?
A substantial sum, I can tell you. Enough for a decent funeral, with all the trimmings.
Mr. Jenks, was it? Hi, I'm Senior Detective Amy Fox. I understand you're here to report a burglary?
That's right.
Did you notice any signs of forced entry, anywhere they might have gotten in?
I couldn't be sure. I just wanted to report it as soon as I realised.
Perhaps it's best if I come take a look.
Well, we could do that for you if you like.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks, guys, but it's really a CI matter.
Detective.
Just excuse me a minute.
Just had a call from the hospital and Margaret Dalton's been admitted. She's been assaulted and raped. Detective, this is John Hunter, Margaret Dalton's fiancé.
Please, I have to see her.
She's still in X-ray, but she shouldn't be too much longer.
I believe you were the one that brought Margaret in.
Old Mrs. Coots rang. Margaret's been her district nurse for 11 years. She normally gets there at 10:40 on the dot, regular as clockwork. But not today.
And where was she when you found her?
She'd been dragged into that bush reserve off Wattle Road, behind the picnic grounds. She was in a terrible state.
Mr. Hunter, you can see Margaret now.
Go ahead. We'll be in touch.
Grace was found near Wattle Road.
Margaret Dalton and your wife were found within a couple of kilometres of each other, both beaten, both sexually assaulted.
She and her fiancé were both parishioners of Grace's.
Well, that can't be a coincidence, surely. I mean, we have to assume that they were attacked by the same man.
Well, it gives us a few more directions to go.
Or a new tangent to go off on.
No, it's a connection. And it could even lead us to the bomber.
Just find the animal who did this to Margaret. Work on your theories later.
And can we interview Margaret?
Not for a few hours, but I'm happy to stay with it.
No, thanks. We'll handle it.
PJ, I've already talked with her fiancé. He's comfortable with me.
It's our investigation. We'll take care of it.
Glad to help.
Do you have a problem, Detective?
There's no problem, boss.
Good. Then perhaps you can find something else to do.
So you're sure this is where you kept the cigar box?
Yes, I told you. It's with me shirts. I thought it'd be safe in there.
Well, there's nothing here now, mate.
I don't need you out here to tell me that. I've explained already. I've been burgled.
Mr. Jenks?
Hey, guys. Any luck? I can probably handle it from here.
Oh, one of us could stick around and help you if you like.
I'm the man for the job.
Sure you are. Kelly, do you mind staying?
No.
No worries.
Hey. Might need these.
No sign outside of a break-in, Mr. Jenks. Do you have any visitors?
Not unless the Mormons count.
Any family at all?
That's a joke. They don't want anything to do with me. Lily was me family.
Your wife?
She's been gone just over a year now. Our son may just as well have dropped off the face of the earth for all I ever see of him and the grandkids.
I'm sorry.
Now, my money's gone too. I can't afford to die.
No offence detected.
No evidence at all of a break-in. Most likely the old guy just put it somewhere and can't remember where now.
Right.
Do you want to have a go at your first bit of paperwork?
Jonesy.
Sure.
Can you use your hand when you get that down?
I thought that's where you and Mark agreed to put it.
Yeah, we did, but it doesn't work. So, can you...
Yeah, well, we haven't finished sorting this out yet.
Can you just give us a hand with this, please?
I'll do that, mate.
Guys, can you just put that against that wall? Susie, Jonesy, can you move that bookshelf over there, please?
But that's exactly where you wanted it.
Can you just do it? Oh.
Let's just put it in the corner, eh?
Who's Constable what's his name? Just when you need him.
You feeling lucky, punk? Huh?
$20, that's pretty cheap.
Yeah. Got a very important job for you.
I thought you meant patrol or something.
Setting up the boss's office is a much higher priority, I think.
Be much safer behind the wheel of a patrol car, if you ask me.
The public wouldn't.
It's all right, everyone. It's just the entrance buzzer.
The one you guys are so fond of.
Kelly, go get it.
He's going to give us a nervous breakdown.
Do you have to lean there? We need to move this desk.
Are you kidding?
No, come on.
It's Albert Jenks. He wants police protection. I tried to explain, but he...
You're in no danger, Mr. Jenks.
I can't afford to risk it. Look, if I die before you people find my savings, I'll have no chance of sending myself off properly.
Like you've got a few good years left in you yet, sir. Sit down.
Lily had a heart attack in her sleep. I could walk under a bus tomorrow or be mugged by some drug addict. It's a dangerous world.
Yes, it is indeed.
I'm not going anywhere until I get protection. He looks a sturdy sort. Why can't I have him?
I'm afraid Detective Sergeant Schultz is quite busy at the moment.
I need a bodyguard.
I think you're absolutely right, Mr. Jenks, and I think I've got just the man for the job.
Not much use as a bodyguard, are you, if you're too far away to protect me?
Look, I don't want to be rude or anything, but I don't think this is legal.
Rubbish. They're on the street, they're public property. I'm the public.
I thought you said you had important business to do.
What do you think this is? I always do this on Wednesdays. I can't afford the small fortune that the florist asks for a few daffs. You may have been born with a silver spoon in your mouth, but I certainly wasn't.
Excuse me, I wasn't either, all right? I just thought you meant banking or something.
Cal Millich did not rape Margaret Dalton.
Look, his ex-wife's aunt, Mrs. Holstein, was one of Margaret's patients. And Grace was found on the Holstein property.
I know.
And it was Margaret who treated Cal Millich's ex-wife with a broken nose he gave her.
I'm well aware of his history of violence.
Well, he had a reason to go after Margaret, the same way he had a reason to go after Grace.
Except that you two were out at his caravan accusing him of raping Grace. At the same time, he was supposed to be assaulting Margaret.
Was the man who did this to you familiar at all?
No, not at all.
Do you think you'd be able to describe him to us?
I don't think so. I didn't see his face.
Or was he wearing something over his face?
Yes, yeah, he was one of those hat things that robbers wear.
So he could have been known to you then?
No, I told you.
Mrs. Dalton, we understand how hard this is for you.
Look, if I knew him, why wouldn't I tell you?
Were you aware that Grace Curtis was sexually assaulted before she died?
Oh.
We suspect by the same person who assaulted you, so if you do have any information at all...
No, he had no reason.
Who had no reason?
Whoever did it.
But he had reason to attack you?
No. I told you, I never saw him before in my life.
So where were you this morning between 10:30 and 11?
At home. How else would I have got the call from Mrs. Coots?
Mrs. Coots? Do you remember her and the pickled onions outside the market every Thursday?
Fantastic,
They were beautiful. She lives in Wattle Road, doesn't she?
Yes.
And you live with Mrs. Dalton in Acacia Street?
Yes.
Which, unless it's moved since I was living here, was, what, 5 minutes' drive from Wattle Road?
What are you suggesting?
Well, that Margaret knows who assaulted her and she's keeping quiet.
Why in heaven's name would she want to protect the person who did that to her?
Maybe she doesn't want him to go to jail.
Yeah, someone like yourself. You could have chased her down, raped her, then popped back home in time for the chat with Mrs. Coots.
You think I raped Margaret? You foul mouth!
I tell you what, Mr. Hunter, you've got a very nasty temper, haven't you?
I didn't attack Margaret!
Don't you know the difference between citizens and scum? Margaret and John have a sound relationship.
Well, how well did Hunter and Grace know each other?
He's the treasurer of the church fundraising committee.
What, no squabbles about how to spend the pennies?
Where is this going?
Well, just trying to build a profile, that's all.
You're way off beam. You don't know the woman.
And you do.
Margaret Dalton has been a foster mother for the past 20 years. You should take that into consideration for a moment.
No, big kids, little kids?
All kinds. Some of them very disturbed.
So, you think one of Margaret's boys did it?
Do you?
Maybe. Now that you mention it.
Name, Chrissy?
Kendall Greaves.
Oh, why him?
No real reason, it's just that he stuck around, you know. He was about 13 or 14 when he came to Marg in the first place, and silly kid, you could never get more than 2 words out of him.
Yeah, how old is he now?
He's in his 20s, but look, I don't know that there's anything wrong with him. It's just that he's not the kind of kid you could ever warm to.
If she never told us he had a foster son, eh?
Right, thanks, Chris.
My pleasure. Just like old times. You two picking my brains to help solve your dirty, rotten crimes.
Charming.
Margaret asked Kendall to move out about a week ago. I didn't mention it to you. I didn't even think about it, to tell you the truth. It's in the past.
Not too far in the past, though.
Did he oblige?
That same afternoon.
And you moved in when?
The next day.
Well, he didn't resent being kicked out of the family nest at all.
Oh, a little, possibly.
Has he been back?
No.
Well, maybe he waited till you were out.
Margaret would have told me.
Mate, they're very nice flowers you got there.
Singapore orchids. I'm looking for a vase.
Well, as you would, yeah.
Sir, if you do know where Kendall is...
He went to Melbourne.
All right, what's his address?
can't help you. Excuse me.
Now, if I were him and I suspected my fiancé's foster son of raping her, I would scrag the little bugger.
Not if he's in Melbourne.
If he's in Melbourne. How old was Kendall when he came to live with you?
12 the first time, and then they moved him on somewhere else. And then he came back to me when he was 14.
Was he a difficult boy?
He had a traumatic childhood. He went through 9 different foster homes before he came to me.
Gee, that's no good, is it?
No.
So he had some trouble settling in. Maybe he had something like anger management problems going on?
He had difficulty trusting anyone. How would you be?
Oh, Mrs. Dalton, I'm just trying to clarify things.
So, where is he now?
I don't know.
So you left on good terms, which is very nice. But he won't give you his Melbourne address.
I'm sure he'll contact me when he's settled. And yes, we parted on good terms.
Mrs. Dalton, if Kendall did do this
No,
to you...
look, I understand Kendall. Kendall would never want to hurt me. And I don't want him victimised any further. Oh, Tom, they're trying to blame my Kendall. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, God, Tom, I'm sorry. I should be comforting you.
My best comfort would be to arrest whoever's done this to you.
Oh, it wasn't Kendall.
Well, you wouldn't mind giving us his Melbourne address then?
Or are you hiding something?
Bennett Street. Number 47A.
What, in Mount Thomas?
Mr. Graves, police.
Wait, he's hurt.
Are you Kendall Greaves? Is your name Kendall Greaves?
Yeah, you must have really upset someone to get hurt this badly.
I don't know who did this. They just come into my flat and they started on me.
Yeah, maybe it was a bit of payback.
No. They demanded money.
You know, it's a bit of a coincidence, isn't it? I mean, your foster mother is viciously raped and you go ahead and get bashed.
I didn't do that. I didn't even know she was attacked.
Your foster mother.
I didn't do it.
Hey, Kendall, tell us where you were between 10:30 and 11 this morning, mate.
I was home in bed.
Alone?
So? You can't prove it was me.
So no one can confirm your story then?
Ask Mum then. What did she say? She say it was me? She said I didn't do it, didn't she? There you go. Just what I said, so leave me alone.
It'll be somewhere right under our noses, somewhere really obvious, in the freezer, under the sink.
So how long have you been in CI?
Just over 5 years.
I'd like to be a D. How long do you have to stay in uniform?
As long as it takes you to prove you're ready for bigger and better things. You apply yourself, I don't think it'll take someone like you too long.
Really?
Yeah, just concentrate, work hard and listen to your superiors. Just check out the bathroom in the cistern. And the dirty linen basket.
I think I liked it better when we thought the money was stolen.
Found anything?
Not yet.
You know anything about gardening?
A little. My grandpa is right into veggies.
Don't mind getting your hands dirty then?
Of course not.
Great.
I think he's buried the money.
Well, the ground's been turned over there. He's buried something.
You're not going to help?
Detectives don't dig.
John Hunter bashed him because Margaret told him about the rape, or he just tweaked.
But why do the silly goose take matters into his own hands?
probably thought he was saving Margaret's honour.
Well, I don't even know why she'd want to protect Kendall.
Well, at least now you can rule out any connection between the two rapes.
Yeah, well, not necessarily. Well, no, Margaret was a parishioner of Grace's.
Come on, the attack on Margaret was a personal act of revenge. What possible reason would he have for attacking Grace?
Well, maybe Grace said something that rubbed him up the wrong way. Maybe he's just got it against women in general.
Maybe he blew up our police station because he's got a problem with blue shirts.
Look, you have to stop assuming that the attack on Grace and the bombing are connected.
Do us all a favour, will you? Hand Margaret's case back to Amy. Perhaps then we might see some results.
I have been through every centimetre and there's nothing but dirt, bones and dirt. No cigar box, no nothing.
Asp.
Please, don't move! Who are you?
I'm Phoebe Jenks. Grandpa, what's wrong? What's happened to him?
Albert Jenks is your grandfather.
Please tell me he's all right.
He's fine.
I thought his family didn't come and visit.
Of course we do. I'm here every week. I do the shopping, I tidy up. So, was he the one who told you that?
Yeah.
It's possible we misunderstood.
What are you doing here anyway?
He reported a burglary. A cigar box full of money. He says it's his funeral money.
Funeral money?
Do you know where it is?
I thought it was full of cigars. Grandpa's not allowed to smoke anymore, not with his chest. So I hid it.
Taking any bullets yet?
Don't disturb him. You won't hear the end of it.
We just want to tell him we found his money.
Just give him 5 minutes. It's his wife. What? He always does this on a Wednesday.
Look at here. Look, I just told you, it's not going to fit.
You know what, guys? It's fine. We'll just I'll stick this bookcase in another corner. Maybe.
Yeah, fine. Stick it wherever you like.
Constable, I've had just about enough from you.
Yeah, well, the feeling's mutual, Ben.
Evan, go and have a rest, mate. Oi, now. Go on.
Now, when we asked you if Margaret could be protecting someone, you got angry.
Yes.
That's when you realised, eh, that it was Kendall.
You thought I'd hurt her. It was offensive.
Where'd you go after that?
You're wasting your time.
Where'd
here.
you go?
I don't know. Took Margaret to magazines, kept her company, sat with her while she slept.
Now, Margaret was asking after you at one point. One of the nurses looked for you everywhere.
I was buying the flowers.
Oh.
You saw them.
Yeah, but you can't get Singapore orchids from the hospital florist, Mr. Hunter. We checked.
But you can buy them at the florist's on the corner of Bennett Street. That's your signature, I believe.
And a couple of doors down from where you assaulted Kendall.
Is that what Kendall says?
He's not saying much at the moment.
Well, then how dare you haul me in here and try to bully me?
We've got no choice. We've got no choice, mate. Sit down. Think about it. Look, he's not going to point the finger. He knows if he does that, he's gone.
Then Margaret's not going to turn him in. I mean, she probably feels partly responsible for what he did.
Look, I really can't help you.
Fair enough. But did you know Reverend Curtis was raped too, before she died? And the injuries were almost identical to Margaret's. Check for yourself in the autopsy report.
Margaret was luckier than Grace, Mr. Hunter. She didn't slip into a creek and drown. But she was too exhausted to save herself.
Two of the most wonderful women. I should have killed him.
Margaret asked Grace to get Kendall to move out. So he was angry with Grace as well.
Not a motive.
Kendall doesn't need a motive. He is sick in the head.
That won't count in court.
All right, well, what about DNA?
What about?
Well, we could match his to Grace's.
Kendall would have to give his consent, otherwise you're going to have to test everyone in town.
Look, we've got to do something about this. I mean, we just can't let this go. I mean, there's two innocent women here.
There is nothing to connect Kendall Greaves with Grace. Don't you understand?
John Hunter said...
Hearsay.
Listen, we've got to tie this case down. We've got to get a positive ID.
Which Grace is no longer in a position to give. With Kendall Greaves still on the loose, Margaret Dalton is still in danger. Now, you can try for a DNA test again if you want to waste your time, but stop wasting mine.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All present and accounted for. 200 quid.
How long since you opened that box, Mr. Jenks?
Won it on the dogs. 73. Socked it away and forgot about it. Found it again when I was going through Lil's things. So I said to myself, Bert, old boy, you haven't got long. You better tuck that away for your funeral.
You do realise how much a funeral costs these days?
Well, if hardwood's got a bit too pricey, I can live with a nice, solid pine, so to speak. How about a lift home?
I think there's someone else here for you.
Grandpa.
Stop at the bakery on the way. They should have marked the bread down by now.
Sure, Grandpa, come on.
I just had a 5-minute break. Will you get off my case? I've begun to get on your case, but new premises, new start. That means that you are going to have to smarten up your act. Look who's talking. You've been less than useless the last couple of days. I am your superior. You do not talk to me like that. That's right. Pull rank. You're pathetic. Listen.
Jesus Christ! Enough!
Rip your bloody head off!
Stop this! For God's sake! It is hard enough around here for everybody without you two doing this. This is unacceptable! Joe is dead! This isn't a time for us to be at each other's throats. Oh, I miss her. She's... I miss
I know. But maybe we are wasting time trying to get Greaves' DNA. You okay?
Yeah,
Well, in that case, we go talk to that little maggot then.
I'm sick of talking to him, Nick.
Then we chat to Margaret Dalton.
No, you're wrong.
You want us to walk away? Well, maybe I could if it was only about you.
Kendall didn't have anything to do with what happened to Reverend Curtis. You have to understand that.
No, what you need to understand
Peter,
is...
Peter.
I think it's time we had a word with your foster son. Some of us coppers have this theory that whoever planted the bomb also attacked Tom Croydon's wife.
Now, we know it was the same person who raped your foster mother. So, Kendall, you're a bright lad. You can see where we're coming from, can't you?
I had nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
We lost a senior constable in that blast, Kendall. Sure you know what that means.
Well, you're not going to nail me for that just because some copper dies.
No, just some copper. Joanna Parrish. The best. The brightest. She had a whole life ahead of her. All right.
Just fly me, I had nothing. She had nothing. Kendall, tell them the truth.
Shut
He had nothing to do with the bombing. I was the only person he wanted to hurt.
Are you willing to make a statement, Mrs. Dalton?
I am.
With Kendall Greaves out of the way, we'll be able to get serious about laying charges for the bombing and Grace.
Which takes us back to Millage.
Oh, God, not again. What do you plan to do, bludgeon a confession out of him?
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I've got
Yeah,
an
more by
idea.
good luck than good management.
Look, what do you want us to do? We wait for a sign from God? I mean, riding across the sky?
I'd be very happy with a forensic report.
And in the meantime, we just sit down, hold hands, have cups of
Might as
tea.
well, for all the progress you're making.
Look, boss, you lost Grace, but we all lost Joe and Clancy. I mean, you think you're the only one? You think you're the only one that feels something
Don't
here?
be bloody stupid.
Please. We all feel this. Which is why I've thought of something that we can do about it.
Power was out, phone was out. Tom's daughter had the car, and there Tom was, stuck with his crying baby. And he didn't know if there was anything wrong with it, much less what to do with it. But Clancy knew, didn't he, Tom?
It's your story.
He was never going to be a rocket scientist, Clancy, but he sure as hell knew what to do for a baby with convulsions. I mean, he saved the baby's life that night.
Clancy.
Clancy.
Clancy. Well, when Maggie died, I didn't think I was going to be happy again. But then Joanna Parrish breathed into my life, and I didn't really think that I deserved it. She was Joe.
Joe.
Joe. Come on, boss. It's your turn.
I can't do this.
It's for Grace, Tom.
She's dead.
Yeah, but we'll help keep her memory alive if we talk about her. I know it's hard.
Grace Curtis was a remarkable woman.
The Grace. Yeah, let's all hear about Grace, eh? Let's all drink to Grace, who is no doubt as good in the sack as she was in the pulpit, eh?
We've had enough grief tonight, Barry. Come on.
Grace,
Out you go.
wife of the man
That's
who
enough.
murdered my son in cold blood.
That's enough.
Go away, Troy.
That's enough.
It's my shout, eh?
Good on you.
My boy, Troy.
Barry.
Tom.
Insult my wife.
You murdering pig bastard.
Tom, no!
He went for me. He tried to kill me. She was here, she saw it. He tried to kill me. She's my witness.
No. No, that's not right.
What? You're joking, you lying bitch.
Barry started it.